am a believer in knowing what you're doing when you apply for a job. And I think that if I were to seriously consider running on a national ticket, I would essentially have to start now before having served a day in the Senate. Now, there's some people who might be comfortable doing that, but I'm not one of those people.
Are you prepared to take the oath, Senator?
I am.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
That I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
That I will execute
faithfully the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States faithfully.
And will to the best of my ability.
And will to the best of my ability.
It's relationships.
I have talked, again, I wish I could give their names because a lot of skeptics out there would understand how Democrats in Washington have been horrified by this president's handling of things for a year and a half now. But just look at the chart. The top Democrats in the United States Senate have all told me individually, this guy has no idea what he's doing. That's what the top Democratic senators are saying. The people that you know damn well which powerful senators that run the United States Senate have been saying about Barack Obama for the past 2 years. So don't play this game like, oh, this is just such a shock and I'm going to be down the middle. And Democratic senators will be the first to tell you that. And they have told you that. And Mike, just so I'm not exposed here, because Miki can't say it, because she's talked to these same Democratic senators. How many Democratic senators running the U.S. Senate over the past 2 years have told you that they could pull their hair out because of the way the White House was handling the situation?
You know, I was just mentally going through a card check.
It's huge. Card check. Seriously, it's all the chairman.
I was up to 7 as you were going back and forth. 7 different individual senators have said exactly that.
And by the way, it's not a leading question.
No.
I sometimes will be sitting at home, the phone will ring, and I'll pick it up, and it's a Democratic chairman saying, "Can you believe what he is doing?"
There you go. Why don't we just ask Obama, what since he won by such a big amount.
I mean, for the first time in history, we're going to basically deprive Social Security of $120 billion of income. And now it's going to become another program that needs to get allocations by borrowing by the federal government. Bad idea. The White House is putting on tremendous pressure, making phone calls. The president's making phone calls, saying this is the end of his presidency if he doesn't get this bad deal. You know, I don't feel that way. I think this is potentially the end of his possibility of being reelected if he gets this deal, and it's a trap. It's a trap on Social Security and on progressivity in our tax system, and a tax on huge cuts to programs we care about, because this adds $500 billion to the deficit next year. And then the next year, the new Republicans come in, whoa, we got to cut the heck out of everything because we have a $1.7 trillion Obama deficit.
Congressman, I want to back up a minute to something you said a little while ago. You said that the president had called people in the House and said, look, if this doesn't go through, it's the end of my presidency. Who did he say that to?
I won't name the members, you know, because they said this to me, you know, I mean, not for public disclosure, but I've talked to at least one member who had that call. I believe 6 months from today, people are going to say, where are all the jobs? What happened? You borrowed all that money. And then a year from today, the Republicans are going to dare him to try and replace that money in Social Security to let the tax go back up. They say, you're going to raise the tax on every working American? And, oh, by the way, we can't afford to subsidize Social Security anymore. This moves up the depletion date for Social Security by 15 years, and it doubles the problem Social Security has. So instead of being depleted in 2040 and paying 75% of benefits, Social Security will be depleted in 2023 and only be able to pay 50% of benefits. That's one fell stroke in this bill. Brilliant on the part of the Republicans, and just abysmally stupid on the part of White House advisors.
I am a believer in knowing what you're doing when you apply for a job. And I think that if I were to seriously consider running on a national ticket, I would essentially have to start now before having served a day in the Senate. Now, there's some people who might be comfortable doing that, but I'm not one of those people.